player of the match. A perfect night almost.
Yeah, look, we're very happy. Like it's never easy away in France. We didn't probably expect to get such a high score, but we're really happy. The atmosphere is mental. Like everyone really dug in. It was a fantastic team performance.
What was key, especially to the start, because there was a real clinical edge about Ireland from the beginning?
Yeah, I suppose our set piece went well. We won our line-out ball, got a good strike off that, and then we're in sync as a team, and everyone kind of played their part, so it was fantastic.
You mentioned that Jack Crowley, obviously we know a tough act to follow, but sum up Jack's night.
Oh, he's an absolute baller. I played him in my 20s. He's such a competitor, great man to lead the group, great fella. So delighted. He's played unbelievable. Just drove us around the pitch.
And when France threatened to come back into it, what was key? Because Ireland responded each time, it seemed, just as France got close.
Yeah, France are never dead. You see, when they go a few scores down, they can chuck the ball and make something out of nothing. So I suppose we should stay on it every play and just keep going after them, keep playing.
Well done tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.
What a performance on his debut in the Six Nations, and what a character.
Well, speaking from experience, when you have a Barnett like that, you've got to play well. And my God, did that boy play well. He was everywhere today. Standout player of the match. He just had a physicality that maybe Irish teams in the past have lacked. And I just thought he was everything that we needed.
Let's talk about Jack Crowley's night. I know all three of you got an opinion on his performance tonight. I mean, he's come in to try and fill some big shoes, but 6 from 7, 13 points, but also the way that he orchestrated this Ireland side as well tonight.
Yeah, I think there was a real calmness to everything he did. It wasn't the perfect performance, an incredibly solid performance. He had a couple of moments, a blocked down kick, a ball that he kicked dead, one that he kicked out on the full. That's fine, okay, but it's how you react and how you recover from that. And I thought as a facilitator, he was very good. And on top of it, for me, the 2 touchline conversions were huge, of just keeping that scoreboard ticking over. 4 points is everything in an environment like this, when it just felt as though France were coming back into it.
100%, and just purely in terms of mindset and mental toughness, when you're going to come to France, they're going to challenge the young fly half who's starting in his debut, and he got a couple of late shots, and the big fellas tried to get into him. However, he still kept on attacking the line, releasing those passes for Bondiaki, for Tyke Burns' try, getting absolutely as close as he could to those mean, angry defenders who just wanted to chop in half. So he took a lot of guts, and he really delivered.
We also saw some French debutants tonight, Pasolo Tuilagi, and his uncle Manu's here tonight. There he is, enjoying his night out, and he's in actually with all the Irish guys there. But he'd be very proud to see his nephew take to the field tonight. He's some unit, isn't he?
He is, and for somebody so young, look, it was a hard game for him to come in and make his debut. A man down, sort of largely under pressure because of how much Ireland were keeping the ball. But look, we saw a couple of moments from a couple of big carries where Jack Crowley did incredibly well to almost trip him up. And then a couple of moments in defence, and look, he will grow into this. He's got a lot of pedigree there in rugby, and it's only going to be more and more from him, and it's a great experience to come into this, but he'll want now to move on and win in the shirt, because that's what, when you make your debut, you want to also win in that shirt as well.
It was a clinical performance from Ireland, and Rory, they've got 3 home games now in the Six Nations. They go away against England in the 4th round. No team has won back-to-back Six Nations. I think it was France back in the 5 Nations did it. Is it too early to talk about that?
I think with having the 3 home games is massive for Ireland now. They have a longer turnaround, probably longer than you'd normally get. Friday to Sunday is very much unheard of in the Six Nations, so they'll take a lot of heart from that. But I think probably the one thing that Pete kept saying in there was it's a good start. It wasn't a great start, it wasn't a brilliant start, it's a good start. He talked about not getting too carried away with the low moments and the good moments, and look, there's a lot of sort of level about that is good for them building into this championship.
OK, let's hear what their head coach had to say about it. Andy Farrell is with Gabriel.
Andy, no Ireland team has scored more points in France. You've come to Marseille and you've performed incredibly, haven't you?
Well, any type of victory here, certainly on a Friday night to start the Six Nations off, is always going to be a hard task, but to come away with a bonus point win is he's special. He's special because I was proud of the performance, because we kept on playing for the full 80 minutes and we got what we deserved in the end. I mean, when you play against 14 men, sometimes you've got a bit of a lead. Sometimes tendency is to just shut up shop a little bit, but we kept on playing and got what we deserved in the end.
It's one of the most pleasing factors, the fact that some of the new players, the younger players, have come in and made an instant impact.
Yeah, it is, but they're not young. These are guys that's been in and around the squad for the last couple of years, so we've no doubt that they're ready to play because they show that within training. Some of them have had to be patient and wait, but some of them the form guarantees that they're going to be in. So there were some immense performances, but it's a 23-man game, and those youngsters are able to be themselves and be the best confident selves because of how they make each other feel, and that's the whole squad.
It's not one to get carried away. It's one game at a time. But let's contrast that with Fabien Galtier and what he'll be thinking now after that opening match from France that did look scrappy at times, a little bit disjointed, discipline not great. Is it back to the drawing board, or what does he do in the next week?
I'm not going to lie, I actually forgot the scoreboard and I just looked. 38 points. I mean, that's a thumping. It really is. There's a big difference between a dominant Irish side who are calm and collected, like the captain said, and who are on to bigger and brighter things. That means, yes, back to the drawing board. Clearly things did not work. I think the platform of the line-out didn't particularly work well. Obviously discipline wasn't there. Playing one man down is a complicated one, but I think, yes, it's one of those defeats that will necessitate Fabien Galtier to get all his staff out. Is like, look, let's maybe reset the plans. Let's have a look at what this is. This is the next level that they're trying to reach out, and it's a bit of a lesson. And
Sean Edwards has been such a master of defence for France. Are teams just working it out now?
I saw an incredible stat that his team in 80-odd Six Nations games have only conceded a try bonus 3 or 4 times. Here's another one, but this was significant. I thought France were really poor today. As great as Ireland were, I thought France were very disappointing. They did look clueless at times. In counter-attacking their power game, they definitely have something, but I thought their multi-phase of trying to create opportunities, soft shoulders, offloading, all the things that you would associate with great French teams, none of that was in existence. And yeah, they have to go back and have a serious rethink because Murrayfield will not be easy next week.